Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy play.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's going to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Lowers those pads. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Fowler. At the 45 on his way. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, USC 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Now they'll try the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Fowler. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Runs through a tackle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Georgia! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, USC.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to fire deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Smashes through. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Wide receiver shows motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Right on target this time. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Hustle, hustle. Gorilla. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the ground, it's Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Mark down at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Fowler. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, USC 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wide out in motion. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Off play action on 1st down. He caught it. Touchdown, Georgia. And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 38 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
He's off to the races. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fast motion from the offense. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now, you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Looking for space. It's Frazier. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Now this team has consecutive